Hello everyone, welcome to Life on the Hulls. If you thought last week was exciting, well, that's about it for a while. I don't think I can handle much more excitement than that. Basically this week I've got a lot coming up in this week. We're going to get in and finish that module, that dinette module, and I'm going to take Janet and you guys up to the factory, and we're going to remove that off the mould. Now, it was a very interesting afternoon, and you know, if you like spending your Sunday arvos with Ross and Janet, that's what happens. We go up there and we certainly punished ourselves to get that guy off the mould, but it's off, and I'm happy to say now it's actually in the hole, but you're gonna have to wait for that. There's a fair bit of info I need to give you before that. As you can see, I'm in here, lots going on in here, and I've been in here for about 4 weeks now, and I'll tell you what, I reckon in about 2 to 3 weeks I'm going to be spraying the gel coat. So heaps coming up in Life on the Hull. So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I want to thank my patrons, you guys. Honestly, I had to buy yet another camera this week after I trashed the last one. So yeah, that little bit of money coming in just helps me just sort of not have to think about that and continue the recording of this build. Let's get into it, everyone. Okay, this morning we flipped over the deck mold. Holy shit, that was that was more stressful than the demolding day. Wasn't as long, it only took about an hour, but it was seriously stressful because when you get that thing up on its side and 10 feet up in the air, mate, we got windage, and to be honest, I'd planned for it, and luckily it all went well. It actually went quite smoothly, and all the planning that I'd done the week before and the months before, putting on the straps, all those things, drilling holes in the hatches to get their nylons through and to get them straight, absolute winner. It's now in place down there in the front. And yesterday, as per Janet's planning board that we have with all those bloody post-it notes, I mean there's hundreds of them, this is now finished. I've got a tiny little bit of glassing to do down there. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to mount some demolding ropes on it like I've done with all the other ones. Just some 8mm braided rope, and I'll basically glass them on with just a few layers of glass and just get it outside, get my crane or a forklift and just pop it off. So I've just finished going around the entire perimeter with these 3 wedges. What I do is I put one in and then I follow another one and another one and another one, and then I double them up in areas that I think it might need a bit more help. But here on the corner here, I've actually got good release. So this module is not going to be much thicker than this. I'm going to do a little bit of reinforcement once it's off the mold, but for now, the next part is I'm going to get some high pressure air. My compressor's just charged up, and I'm going to try to release the actual high pressure air that's under here now, and then I might put in some lifting mounts tomorrow. Right, I'm underneath and I've got my air hole here. I'm going to give it a bit of a crack. Well, that sounded good. Wow, hear that? That's good. No, that's what I want. Wow. This bit in the middle. Yeah, oh, we're going to do it again. Here we go.
Do that again and I'll do it.
Righto, so I'll give this one a go. You ready? Yeah. How was that? That's epic. How good's that? Yeah. So I've got it totally released around the flanges, and we got some serious release, didn't we, Jan?
Yeah.
It was very odd. It was like I was breathing. I'll just dry some air up under here. And under here. I have actually had good nominal release. We've had air pressure in it, and pretty much I've cut around all around the perimeter, all around the flanges. It just needs that little bit of oomph to lift it. It's going to take a little bit because it's got some pretty contorted shapes. It doesn't have what I would call good release angles. It is a vertical lift off the mold, and once I get it off there, I'm going to flip it over and we're going to stick it straight in the hull. So all happening here. So I'm going to rip off some of this peel ply now and get to glassing on a couple of lifting mounts, and then yeah, go forward. It's late Friday arvo. I'm absolutely smashed. It was a 5 a.m. start for me this morning, and up on the mold there, and the crane was there at 7, and basically by 8:30 he was gone. And yeah, I've already got the bill. Wasn't too bad, to be honest, but anyway, it's done and we're ready to go again. Fine with this, if I spiral it around 2 or 3 times, like I do that sort of thing, and spread it out, and then laminate it in, it gives me really good hold. And I haven't had, and then what I also do is fray it out. So if you're ever trying to fray carbon twill or anything like that, you know, if you've got basically, always fray it out at the end. It might be your last hold of defence at the very end that might save you from losing your job. I'm going to mount the one here, I'm going to go up to there, and then I'm going to go again up to there, and then I'm going to have one across there, which is going to give me 5 points of contact to be able to lift it, and hopefully that's enough. I know it's all released, I can feel it all released along here, it's released here, it's just getting it up off this vertical surface is the key to getting it off, and once it's off, never going to be back on there again. It's going straight on the mould. She's pretty rough fiberglassing, but it doesn't matter, it's going to get grinded off the minute this mould's demolded, so the quicker the better. Get 3 layers on it. Look, I know it's not that exciting, but putting those lifting mounts in there is just part of the essential part of getting these things off the mould. And you know, I harp on about preparation and all this extra work, and it's as boring as batshit, I know, and I know I talk too much about it, but you can't bypass this sort of work. You just got to get it done, and if you don't accept it, then your life's going to be pretty tough in this gig. So the best thing you can do is just knuckle down and get the friggin' job done. That simple. They're done Monday morning. That's coming off the mould, hopefully. Got Janet's come up. She's come up to help me move this module. I did it on my own before, but we're going to move this all the way out into here, where I can start to tidy it up and get it ready for demolding. But yeah, it's good to have some help again on a Saturday job. Saturday
it's
job.
Getting a bit familiar.
It's our boat. Keep having to remind Janet.
Oh, well, you can come and sit in my office then during the week. Don't be harsh on yourself.
I might need more wood.
Yeah. Ross just told me the thing he loves about building a boat is the problem solving, not the actual building of the boat.
That's right.
So yeah, another piece of wood to give the extra lift. I just saw him taking a hammer to something to solve the problem.
Nothing like a sledgehammer to solve.
Which made me laugh.
Just watch your fingers go to this.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're good.
What work do you have to do on it?
Huh?
What work do you have to do?
I'm gonna get a light sand all over, so it's ready to install.
Oh right.
Huh?
I said, oh right.
Well, you thought I was finished.
No, you told me you were finished.
Well, I am finished, but if I don't do it,
You were cheating, so you met your project plan.
that camera picked that up.
I don't know.
I've met the project. I met it.
You told me you
I'm
were
smashing
finished.
it.
You told
Talk
me.
to the mic. Don't.
He told me he was finished. And he's got a light sand to do, so he was just cheating, taking the sticky off the wall.
I smashed the project plan. We need to have a talk about that project plan. Right, so I've had a massive clean up under here. I've got rid of all of the rubbish and all the shit that was under there. I've raked it all out and I got hammered by sandflies. So I didn't think we had sandflies up here, but the buggers were in that ground under that mould, and as soon as I've disturbed it with the rake, man, I got smashed about 4 o'clock this afternoon. I just got absolutely hammered. But for now, I'm just going to go in and I'm planning at this stage to just remove some of the yellow tape, because it's duct tape, it's a cloth tape, and it needs to be pulled up now because the Australian sun over the next few days is going to beat on that, probably integrate it into the gel coat. It's that bad, it's horrible stuff. You can see here how much room I've got here. I'm going to actually build a pallet deck under here with which to keep my resins and my spray machine and everything, and then up above here is going to obviously be another tent. So I've got a bit to do, but looking in here, I've got 8 foot of headroom in here. Look at this, I'm 6'3", almost 6'3", and I've got another at least 2 to 3 feet above my head in this area here, and I'm going to get 5 or 6 pallets, join them together, put a floor down. It's going to be down here for a few months, but I want it clean because I don't want to be trafficking crap into my mould here, as I will be for the next few weeks while I'm cleaning up and putting the tent up. But yeah, you look at it, that zipper line's going to have to be repaired, but that yellow tape I'm going to get rid of now, and then I'll come back and I'll start the restoration process. All the yellow duct tape that I've used to sort of seam it while I was glassing the top, it's been on for 3.5 years now, and it's yuck. So I'm going to just spatula it off and at least get that part off. Might come back tomorrow, give the whole thing a bit of a pressure wash down because there's a lot of dirt and grime on here, but the finish on the surface is good. So a month or so before, probably 2 or 3 weeks before I get the tent complete on here, but after that I want to basically try to keep this surface as good as possible. Now I do need to repair the nose up there. It was broken 15 years ago when it was moved up in Queensland, and I've known about it. I just need to do it, and it's going to take quite a while to fix that. So there's lots to do, including the braces for the tent and all the support. So I'll get onto this now. Feels good to be up on the deck. Something new. And it's about 15 degrees, which is even better because it was about 40 here today. Looking hot. But it's going to pour tonight. So. Yuck. Yucko. Very nice at all. I've spared you the epic moving of the trailers. There's been 4 trailers in and out, and we've got the trusty, dodgy crane out. It's Sunday morning. Janet and I just went for a beautiful paddle down the river, down from our place, down to the bay, and had a bit of a lay in the sun. I think it's the last day of summer here in Australia, and quite frankly, it's the best day of summer we've had. Although we've had a lot of heat, we haven't had a lot of nice days, and this is probably the best day. So had such a nice morning, been for a nice paddle and everything. We get back, we have a really nice lunch, a couple of coffees, and I make the suggestion. What was the suggestion? We tick something off the list for me? What was the suggestion?
That we demold the lounge. Well, there's no one here at the factory. Great
Just
way to spend my Sunday afternoon.
totally spoilt that whole day by certain hours of frustration trying to get this bastard off this mould. So we're going to basically pull it out. Janet's kindly submitted to coming up here, and we've got sight dog Lexi, and yeah, we're going to do it with the crane, the dodgy crane, because the forklift's locked in the shed, and it's impossible to try to do this through the week here. There's just too much going on, too many cars, buses coming through this property. So we're going to get into it. Hey, honey. She's so happy about this. Anyway, I'll be able to take it back, go into that project plan and pull that one off the thing, because the last time I tried to pull it off, I went to pull it off. She goes, it's not finished yet. It's not demolded. That's not finished. And I went, yeah, it's done. It's just not demolded. She goes, you can't take it off until it's finished. So this is going to be referred to many times, that project plan, isn't it, honey?
Let's get on with it.
Let's get on with it. All right, let's do it.
Gonna give way.
I think I just went, didn't it?
Yeah, this end still hasn't gone though. See?
Wow, look at that, it's releasing.
Yeah, but that end.
Come have a look at this. Have a look at the difference to high pressure air. If you have a look, because this is the hatch here, and this is all very thinly laid up above. Have a look at this.
Yeah.
Heaps of air going in there, and then this bit here, did it just release?
Yeah.
So that's the air flowing through there. Oh, there's another hole up
You watch your head.
Oh, it's not going to come down.
Yeah, but you just put yourself under your phone.
There's another one here. Air pouring out of that. Yeah. Like it's breathing.
Not coming there, it's almost.
Lifting off up there.
Started a little bit now, it's not like this bit though.
Yeah, it's going to come. You can see here we've got a good almost an inch along here, and you can see it's definitely released here. It's catching down in here in this section here where our electrical box is, so definitely a bit of a problem here. Definitely no problem around the top of that, but it's catching down in there. So I think, you know, if I don't get it off in the next second or so, if I don't get this part here, I'm going to drill up through the mould and just pop some air in there. I think that's probably the best way to go. I'm going to drill a couple of holes. Definitely got to come out.
They do! They do! They do!
There you go. Did you get it? Holy shit. Hello. Yes.
I think I got you.
Woo.
I hope I got you.
Well, there you go.
I'm just...
Hope you got that. Was it filming?
Yes, it was, thank God.
Thank Christ for that. That's a bit of a look. That scared the shit out of me. But anyway, that's how you demold something. Wow. There it is. Fantastic. Oh, that's good news. Drive over to the middle, so we just leave it hanging. Let go. Come here. Just push against that bit. I'm going to drive it out in the middle. Can't move the lever. Go straight forward. It's not going to rip it off, though.
Damage it. Once you start moving, it gets really hard to stop swinging into the wall.
No, I need to roll it over. That's what I've got to do. That's what I've got to get out of the way. Yeah, come here. I'm going to lower it down onto this edge, and then I'm going to roll it over onto its upright, and then I can't damage it. Only damage it while it's upside down. Hold it, that's it. Stop it slow. Oh, it looks amazing, Janet. That looks fantastic. Look at that. Pretty good, eh? That's it.
Ooh. And there's our lounge suite.
Wow. Fantastic. How's that?
It's cool.
Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to pull both of them, we're going to pull this way straight away. Alright, what do you think?
I think with a bit of padding it'd be very comfortable.
From here.
Hey, mate.
Pretty good.
Oh, is it slippy for you?
Right, this is my position, Lex. What do you reckon? Done? Not bad. Not bad at all. She hates me. Janet hates working with me. Because I get a little bit stressed when I'm here with other people because I don't see things going my way. Anyway. Righto. Can I take them off, honey?
Yeah, okay.
Right. Flip deck mould. Can I take it off?
Yeah.
Cool. Lounge module. Can I take it off? I'm finally finished.
Well, you finished it, so yeah.
Righto. Right on.